Alright, we are back to Terraria Supermodded Edition, and we're back with more weapons, accessories, armors, highlights edition. And today we have the Asgardian Aegis. Yes, it is a shield. A very epic shield. It is the potentially the best shield in the game for Calamity. It is a Calamity Mod item. So let's jump right on in and see what this thing can provide for us. Alright, what we're looking at here is the Aegis. It's looking all smexy, as it usually should. Asgardian Aegis, we'll just pick this up. And as you can see, it is an equipable, it is an accessory. It has 15 defense. It is a material item. It goes towards crafting something. Grants immunity to fire blocks and knockback, standard for most shields. Immune to most debuffs, 150 max life plus increased life regen. Grants Supreme Holy Flame Dash. Can be used to ram enemies. Double tap to activate buffs on all damage, crit chance, and defense. What'll happen is, when you activate the buff, it depends on where you have it set up on your controls and key links, it will double any stat you already have. See? But, as a result, though, it slows your movement. That's the side effect. Just double tap to disactivate it, and there you go. But as you can see right here with the Aegis, it is what I'd like to call a very, very, very good... lightsaber. A very, very good accessory overall. It's 12% damage reduction while submerged in liquid. It increased damage by 10 when 25% life. And it also lets you dash. Supreme Holy Dash. And it'll ram into enemies because of that. This is actually nicely stacked if you use the scarf effect. But before we jump into that, we're going to go and jump right here to the Aegis. Aegis is showed right here, and what you need to craft it is you need the Asgard's Valor, Elysian Aegis, Cosmolite Bar, and Photoplasm, which still is invisible. Let's go and knock this out. We'll go and toss this right up here. You're curious what's material for. It's a material in Colossus Soul. Colossus Soul requires some of the most ridiculous items. Now, see, it kind of throws me that the Colossus requires Terrarium Defender, but Fargo Mod requires like all these items if you add all the mods. Some items are multi-modded, and you'll get a few of those. There is an item that I want to introduce you to, though, that you can stack well with the Aegis and that dash effect. It is called... well, let's see where it's at. It is a... should be the one scarf thing. Probably not going to find it here. Let's jump over to here. Jump over to Expert Accessories. See if I can locate the item that I am looking for that stacks with this little buddy of mine. I should see it among this stuff, though. This got removed in a new update, which I don't think it did because I still have a crap ton of them. No, not seeing it yet. Well, if you plant... there it is. Counter Scarf. This is the item you want to stack with it, the Counter Scarf. The Counter Scarf, melee weapons don't fire projectiles, are granted 20% more damage, grants the ability to dash. Dashing into an attack will cause you to dodge it. After you dodge it, you'll be granted a buff to melee damage, speed, and crit chance for a short time. After a successful dodge, you must wait 8 seconds before you can dodge. This stacks well with the Asgardian Aegis. I have tried it before, and it does well, except against bosses that hit you super, super, super hard. But the Asgardian Aegis overall is a, well, it's a really nice little shield. You stack it with Colossus Soul, and that'll give you that effect. Colossus Soul also is a really good one, but that's a lot of high level endgame stuff. But yeah, that is the Asgardian Aegis. Boink. Asgardian Aegis, folks. Phenomenal. And we pick it up, put it on, watch our life right there, and we double stats. We get higher defense. One thing I've learned though is I've tested defensive advantages against certain enemies that hit super hard, and there is reductions, but it just comes down to armor piercing for those bosses. If you're ever curious as to why you could have like a 315 defense but then suddenly take a crap ton of damage, probably wondering how the heck is that possible. Well, it just is. But Asgardian Aegis, it does require the 2 other Aegises, and it requires the Cosmolite bars endgame. It requires the photoplasms, and it does require it to be a material towards the Colossal Soul. For all intents and purposes, it is good. And that's all there is to it. That is the Asgardian Aegis. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Oh yeah, and let's not forget, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that that like, subscribe, and comment for me. I would love to get some ideas for some videos if you guys got them, and some things you might want to see. And I'm still working on that goal of hitting myself at hitting myself up to 300 subscribers. Thanks again for watching, and that is all.